Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Taking in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He makes it a gain.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Right where this set of down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. Down J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Lawrence steps away to his left. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Here's Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the Eagles were going forward incomplete pass. So opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Taking in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They go play action with Lawrence. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. 3-0 after 1 on EA's. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Etienne. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Once more, Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. It goes to 10-0. So that takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Again, Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they'll work this down inside the 30. from the 29. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Herbert on third down now. And that is incomplete. The shooting against conventional wisdom calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here in the turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. A give to Etienne running right. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. Steps away. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for the... You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And able to get this out to the 25. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. His throw is going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Herbert off of play action. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and a couple. Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert now. Caught by Allen. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. On the move to his left. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. back to the ground with Etienne. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run with Etienne. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Herbert. Finding Allen. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Herbert. And he held on to it too long. A covered sack. Down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. That one is good, but the final margin will be 6 as this one is over.